Hey guys, welcome back to the video series that I'm doing for the Dell Technologies World 2023 announcements. So we're still talking about the Dell's innovation that we are trying to bring it to the public cloud as part of the ground to cloud strategy. Now, just to recap, in my previous episode, we talked about the Dell's Apex, protection storage for public cloud. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Apex block storage for AWS and public Azure. Now, Apex block storage is also called as the Dell SDS, which is the Dell Software Defined Storage. Something to note here, the Dell SDS has been recognized as the leader in the Gartner's Magic Quadrant for the primary storage. So in this video, we're going to look at how customers and what are some of the use cases that exist today where customers will be using the Dell SDS in public Azure and AWS. So let's get going. Okay, so let's try and understand what is Apex block storage for AWS and Azure. Now, the Apex block storage, which we are making it available for AWS and Microsoft Azure, is actually nothing but the Dell's highly available, scalable, resilient, high performance, software defined block storage, which is powered by, if you already know, the PowerFlex. That we are making it available in public cloud. Now, it is worth mentioning that actually this, the software-defined Dell storage, which is also called the SDS, which is software-defined storage, is part of the Gartner MQ for primary storage, in which Gartner has actually recognized Dell Technologies as the leader. Now, the Apex block storage, we are making it available for both AWS and Azure so that our customers in AWS and Azure or on-premises customers who are already using the Dell block storage using PowerFlex have the same experience and the same benefits of that enterprise class storage services even in the public cloud. For example, public cloud of their choice. It could be AWS or Azure. So this is something that we are trying to bring. Now, the other question is, why would somebody want to do that, right? Let's try and understand what are some of the benefits of using the Apex block storage in either of these public cloud, either of these public clouds. So one of the biggest benefits of using the Dell software defined storage is its extreme performance and scalability at a very, very less cost. In fact, what we have seen is when you aggregate the shared storage resources, it can achieve close to about 300% more performance IOPS per dollar when you actually compare it with any native storage services that are available in either of the public clouds. And the scale out, the architecture which we have designed, which is a scale out software defined architecture, which is powered by PowerFlex, which allows for rapid expansion of both the performance and capacity, also maintains the low latency. Now, so the other important parameter is the flexible deployment model, which this particular product offers. That means it provides that option to optimize the cost and also the performance based on the workload requirement, using which you can achieve the best total cost of ownership, right? So the other thing that I want to talk about as part of the flexible deployments is that it can actually be deployed in AWS, for instance. It can be deployed either in a EBS, which is called the Elastic Block Storage, or it can be installed on EC2 instance as well, which basically your EC2 instances can store for more performance optimized workloads if there is a more performance needs for your EC2 instances. And the same flexibility, it exists in public Azure as well. So which means This software-defined storage can be deployed either in an Azure managed disk or which basically on the instances with a native attached NVMe SSDs, because you can have NVMe's or SSDs in this particular product to basically achieve performance optimized workloads. Now, the other important factors as to why customers may want to do this, right? They may have standardized, this Dell Software Defined Storage already on premises. Now, what they want to do is they want to get that seamless data mobility. They want to achieve seamless data mobility between on-premises or the cloud options of their choice. In this case, it could be between on-prem to AWS or on-prem to public cloud, or between AWS to Azure, right? So this is something that they'll be able to achieve without having to refactor your storage architecture, because it's all the same storage APIs which customers are going to be using across these distributed IT assets, on-premises, edge locations, public Azure, or public AWS. It doesn't matter, because we provide that same APIs, the storage APIs, across these distributed ecosystems. And the last benefit, but not the least, is the multi-availability zone durability, right? So today, if you look at for example, Azure, it has multiple zones, right? Multiple zones within the data center regions. Now, with the Apex block storage that we are announcing, we will have that unique ability for our customers to spread the data across these availability zones, right? Which will ensure obviously high availability without the use of replication across these availability zones. So this capability, something to note is that it's not available in AWS natively today. Although Azure can actually do something similar, but the user is limited to the volume capacity and performance, let's say when compared with Apex block storage on Azure. So these are some of the benefits, and also the bullets that we think customers will be of great will achieve great value, especially when their data is distributed across these multi-cloud ecosystems. And so bringing the power of our storage, block storage, the Dell's block storage for all of these public clouds, we feel that customers are going to reap huge benefits, and not just the control of their data, but also from a cost standpoint.